And we are back. Baldur's Gate 3. So we just had the conversation with Vlagith. And we need to come over here, go in, do a whole bunch of stuff, and all that. But first, we've got some lootings and things to do.
Time to press ahead.
So let us do that real quick. Alright, elemental augmentation. Add your spell casting modifier to the damage dealt. That could be of use. Let's keep looking. Fire resistance, arcane cultivation, poison resistance, gale. Why don't you get some of those? Alchemical? I was trying to say alchemy and alchemical, and it was like, bark skin. Who needs that? Karlach does. Add that to her wares. Karlach, why don't you get some of that? And I'll take this. Skin Burster is just going to be a send to camp kind of weapon. Not something we're going to use, but if we need it, we'll have it. Otherwise, we've got... I think we already checked... I thought we checked them last time, but I guess we didn't. Okay. Got some items for camp. Arcane Synergy, that can go to camp. Githyanki Short Sword, that can go to camp as well. You know, just in case we need to gear up any other characters for any particular reason. Angelic Slumber. During to fall into a 2-turn slumber, unless interrupted, you gain the benefits of a long rest. So if we're in a situation like we're in now, where we can't travel, we can't rest, we could drink something like this to get a rest, or, you know, if we're in like a, hey, there's about to be a boss fight, no way to get out of this, we could use that. Otherwise, we got some camp supplies. Psionic Revenga. Foe that caused the throw takes 1 to 4. Githyanki, I'll get a little bonus to that. That can go to camp. This Githyanki short sword, or great sword actually. I want to send that to Karlach as a just in case for once we get our level in the Eldritch Knight. Githyanki short sword, that can go to camp. And speaking of camp, more supplies.
Open up.
Some Hooer Frost boots. Well, guess where that's going. Strange chunk of amber.
Is this it? Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic.
It's supposed to be the blood of Lathander, essentially. The real blood of Lathander is somewhere else. Goblet, I can go to wares. Take these. Shadowheart, why don't you get some of those? Check this chest. Invisibility. Gale, why don't you be able to go? I can't talk. Become or go. Go. Invisible. You can do something with it. Let's see. Just spread these around a little bit. I'll take these. Actually, I'll take all of them. Now, there's something we would need to get, namely backtrack to get to the actual blood of Lathander. And it's behind this, and there's a puzzle here, but I'm not too worried about that currently. I have no short rests. So, we're just going to go to the Planecaster for right now. Can't remember if it's this or something else. I think that might be later. We're going to enter that astral prism.
astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. The concentration of psionic force is small but unmistakable. This must be a pocket of the astral plane.
It's quite beautiful. Though dangerous things often are.
As we know. Alright, so we have some astral gravity currently. Essentially, gravity on the astral plane is different than on Faerun. The affected entity is immune to falling damage, and its jump distance is tripled. So, for example, we can do this. Whee! Or in other words, like a normal Githyanki jump. Alright, so got some ingredients here. Let's pick those up real quick.
That will fit in my back.
Alright, animal speaking, Gale, you can hold on to that. Some freezing sphere. Create a ball of churning ice that can be launched instantly to generate a frosty explosion or stored for later use. I don't know if I've seen that one, but Gale, you can have that. A divine bone shard. Boom. More ingredients. Over here, we'll learn more about this sphere later. Now let's get more items while we're here. Check out this dead Githyanki. An inscribed Githyanki slate. No thanks. Alright, let's just make our way back. Bit of that. This divine bone's hard. Alright, we have a beckoning cave.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us.
I'm not leaving my companions behind.
Suit yourself. But only the leader of your group is coming in. I will not allow anyone else.
This one's all yours.
Thanks, Shadowheart. Alright, we'll follow the voice in.
I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki. But you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now, you've come here to murder me.
Well, Vlaakith told me you're an agent of the Illithid Grand Design.
I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning.
Okay, so now we've got a choice. Depending on the choice we make, things could go one of a couple of ways, but we want to save our hide, so a goddess asked me to kill you. I have no choice. You have to die.
I really thought you wouldn't. We could have been so much more. But you had to choose this. So, you are not to be trusted. I don't intend to make a habit of conversing with my killer, so I will be brief. Your survival depends on mine, and mine on yours. It's less than ideal, but it is where we stand. I know a secret that Blackith never wants to be revealed. It is the reason she mobilized her people to retrieve the astral prism. It is why she sent you to kill me, and why she will kill you once you leave this place. Since we are both dependent on your ability to survive that, you would do well to remember that without me, you would become a mind flayer. Now leave. I have a battle to return to.
What happened in there?
Well, since you're curious, let's talk.
Not a good time.
Okay, let's not talk. So, let's go back to the material plane. Find out what awaits us upon our return. And yes, we leave the astral prism.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Right. Let's make a save, shall we? We're gonna just walk right out the front door, effectively, right? I'm looking ahead because things can happen. But it looks like they're not happening currently. Okay. So we may actually more or less walk out the front door. And by the front door, I mean get to right here and fast travel out. Okay, sweet. Let's get some rest, shall we? A long rest. Let's see. It doesn't look like anyone needs to talk currently, so we're just gonna go to bed. Okay. Select all of that. Boom. Alright, no one new for conversation, so let's do a bit of this. These, send those to camp. And send all of this to Brenna. We'll worry about leveling up Brenna later on when we need to get some more potions made and things like that. So, before we head out, let's see. Oh, bump the microphone there. We have done, I think, just about everything. Just about that we can do. There's a couple other things. In fact, there is one thing I want to check. Entering a different region, yes. want to see if the Zentarim have left their location that we got our bow from, because there's some other loot that can be around. So, you know, give it a little look, a little peek, so to speak. All right, let's just make... Actually, why did I do that? We have the Zentarim hideout that we can travel to. Someone just ran off. Didn't get a good look.
With haste.
Now, hopefully these traps are not still triggered, because we're friends. Let's find out, though. Okay, we should be good.
I made a bucket of coins off him. When we get back to the gate, I'll take you to a museum.
They got paintings in those.
A few,
What you doing,
yeah.
Barbie?
What you doing?
Alright, so some of them are still here. Let's take a look around. See if there might be any items we might be able to pick up. Wait, where you going? What are you doing?
Lamps, lads! Sealed lamps! Don't want open flames where we're going.
Yeah, there is potentially easy way to get over to this other side. Just trying to remember if it's more or less the direct path, if these have to be armed or not. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Yeah, that proximity is armed. But there is a way if we go down, right? Let's do that. Just having a little peek. Let's steal this barrel. Send that to camp. For barrelmancy later on, of course. Thief on the loose, eh?
A theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect.
No one saw us.
Choose your next step wisely.
Let's see if we can talk. I have the faintest idea what you're talking about. I've seen nothing unusual. 15. Okay, let's get a little boost. Boom.
You may have talked your way out of this one, but there will be no repeat performance.
No one saw us. All right. Well, in that case, we're still coming over this way. See, I was holding this button to see sight lines. Maybe they came up whenever I was actually picking it up. She's frightened of the wolf, of course. I think she's still frightened. Let's see if we can get her to move along. Face her fears. Good. Alright, we're just coming right over here, that's all. Just right over here. Because I think... Like I said, I think we've got some goodies.
How the hell did Saris make sword half? Never saw her work a day in her life.
Now let's try something. Let's do
Salutations.
that. Let's walk over here. With the crew. And with Terry.
Wish to live in more interesting times. Out of sight.
Do some
out of
hiding.
mind.
Let's go turn-based real quick. Let's Misty Step. Right over here. Abyss Beckoners. The wearer's summoned creature has resistance to all damage except psychic damage. At the start of the turn, or the summoned creature's turn, so this is just for summoning. But I'll send that to camp. Thought there might have been something else, but it may be somewhere. Maybe this room? But I thought there might have been a shortcut to get over there, but let's turn off the lights a little bit, shall we? And let's also do a quick short rest to get this back. There we go.
Walk in death.
Let me just peek in this room. Yeah, there are a couple of things, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, not much. So, anyway. There's also a shortcut to the Underdark that's here. Namely, it's an elevator that is... It's, like, stuck. And I think it's over here. It's, like, hidden. Potentially?
That might be worth a look.
For this burrow hole. We could use that to get into there if we were like an animal. Oh, can't get up there. Yeah, somewhere around here is that elevator. Just don't remember the exact. That's okay. So, let me think. Done this. I think we're basically done, and it's time to head to Act 2. I think. Can't think of anything else currently. I think we're good. I think. So, then in that case, we are going to Grimforge. Let's actually double check the journal. Let's hide our completed stuff. So, Githyanki Crash. We're basically not going back there. Blood of Lathander is an item. Well, it's a weapon, to be specific. That's not exactly what we're looking for. We have our ancient tome, which we can get to. The dowry for his wife? I thought we did that. And then the rest are companions and whatnots. I thought we did that. Okay, well, then in that case... I thought we did the dowry thing. Then in that case... Let's go back to Joaquin's Rest. And we're going to come right over here, which... This is where the dowry is, right? Right? It's right in here. I thought...
Here we go.
A little bit of fire back there. It's okay.
Looks like there's a chest buried in that head.
Okay. I guess I didn't do that. Well, then in that case, let's come on back up here. Talk to Bren.
Great God, Helm. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
Talk to Benren. There we go. Found this chest. I think it's yours.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her to say goodbye.
Okay, so that takes care of that. Otherwise, like I said, it's Blood of Lathander, the Kresh, and that's about it. So, Now, let's go back to Grimforge and make our way into Act 2, Ladies and Jelly Spoons. We just need to come on over this way.
Dead drow publicly displayed. The Dwagar are sending a message.
Take this elevator. Progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. Okay. We got it. Act 2. Now it begins. It only took, what? However many episodes it's been so far. It's a big game. It's a big game. That's for sure. All right. Now,
What's hiding
let's see if we can unlock this trunk.
Right tool will do the trick.
No bonuses. What'd I tell you? Boom. Couple of healing potions. Who needs what? 20, 20? Well, actually, I will pick those up. So I can have 20 as well.
Dream in red. Always room for more.
That Dark Urge dialogue that you get. Dream in red. Be careful. It's a wizard.
I need
A
quick
weary
word.
traveler.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Well, I think some proper introductions are in order.
Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Bortity washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale, where is your decorum?
Oh, for the love of...
Well, this way then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
Well, very well. Suppose I'm as curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Elthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Sent here as an actual divine messenger.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Well, if the goddess herself is aware, wouldn't say no to some divine intervention.
The very purpose of my presence, in a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Gale alone? How so?
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
That third option will be rid of both the Absolute and Gale in one fell swoop. Win-win. But, let's see. We'll go with the first one. That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Nahastra mistrarium Italion Thras Annas Dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Well, on my honor. Shall be done.
On my honor. I'm not sure yet I can say the same.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
All right, let's see what Gale has to say here. Oh, come on, get over there, talk to him.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I imagine Elminster to be more imposing.
The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms, perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
So you're seriously considering doing what Elminster said?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Well, don't understand. Can't Mystra just destroy the Absolute, or even, Elminster himself?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, AO would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it.
So, surely there's another way.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
All right, well, I'll make sure we find it, Gale. Promise.
Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
All right. So, let's end the day.
Playtime's over, pet.
Ah, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
And this is our problem. How, exactly?
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Failed the perception. Well, let's see what Astarion has to say about all this.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere.
Why do you want to see him?
Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for.
Sure. I want to see how this plays out.
Perfect. I knew you would understand.
Okay. So we got to be on the lookout for Raphael around here. Take Astarion with us whenever that time comes.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
Well, I mean, if we don't help Mizora turn Will into a Lemieux, could you live with that?
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a Lemia than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
Okay. And Will.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods, she makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Well, we need to get you out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
Well, there must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
Well, we can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
All right. Let's go ahead and go to bed. I'm just going to do a partial rest. And it does not use any supplies and stuff, and hit points are only restored to half their maximum, and we don't regain short rests, which is fine because we basically just rested previously.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I trust you've come to your senses. We have to work together, or the Absolute will enthrall us both. I cannot keep this up indefinitely. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
Well, did what I could, but not sure they'll survive out there on their own.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
My transformation?
Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic. As if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me.
And why does the Absolute want you?
I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its It's desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental, but we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Okay, so we got Sleeping in the Dark inspiration for Karlach. Basically, it's sleep in Act 2 in certain areas. So, we're going to leave camp. And head on over this way. There's a broken moon lantern as well.
The broken moon lantern catches your eye. Its glow now snuffed out.
I'm gonna leave that. I think Gale would be the better choice.
For now.
Broken moon lantern.
Even though we've already done this before.
Its glow now snuffed out.
Okay.
Father, they will die for you.
Sir. Dark Urge talking.
On my way.
An adept of the Absolute. What you got? Some orders. Let's give them a read. Clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. True Soul near. Will follow once the entrance is cleared. Well, that didn't happen. Gale, get some new stuff. There you go.
Let's see.
To the Shadow Cursed Lands.
Better be careful around here.
Right.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Indeed. And I think,
Moonrise Towers lies ahead. We must venture on, however bleak the path.
I think we'll go ahead and wrap up here. This is basically just a cinematic episode. Not much in the way of combat or anything like that. Just advancing our story, getting Act 2 properly started. There's going to be plenty more action and advancing the story and all that to come, and we'll get into that next time. Slightly shorter episode. I knew there was going to be a lot of dialogue and stuff like that, so I just wanted to get that out of the way instead of trying to tack it on to, you know, a full end of an episode or start of a new one, something like that. But we got a cinematic episode for you. But that's going to wrap things up for me for now, and I'm going to get out of here. But before I do, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.